What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule, back with another review for you here. And today we're at the Capsule to talk to you about the newest edition of Cheez-It Grooves. It's loaded cheesy taco. And for those of you that are unfamiliar with Cheez-It Grooves, it's crunchy snack crackers as they describe them, really kind of more of a cross between a cracker and a chip. And usually they come in pretty conventional flavors, you know, by Cheez-It standards. Like this box talks about sharp white cheddar, zesty cheddar ranch. You know, it's something that it's been around since 2013. I haven't tried a ton of them, but I seem to recall that I like them. And I mean, with this being the newest edition, I guess that's what we're here for. So let's see what these are all about. They look kind of cool. They remind me of those. This is not gonna be a reference that most folks understand. They look like the old Nabisco Zings, like cracker chip things. And those were Z-shaped. These are obviously are not. They're square. They've got the little holes in them, just like a Cheez-It. They're about what would you say, double the size of a Cheez-It or so? I mean, they're fairly large.
I don't know my Cheez-Its.
You don't know your Cheez-Its? Come on, man, you're fired. All right. Ooh. So, here's one thing you should know. All of that flavor is coming from a powdery outside. None of that's coming from, like, inside the cracker, which is a little bit weird. Did you...
Inside just a Cheez-It?
The inside is just a Cheez-It Groove, which is, you know, like a cheddar flavor. Did you get a shot of the inside of the bag, by the way? That's kind of what they look like in there. This one, it's one of those bags where, you know, almost 2/3 of it is empty. But they're dense. I don't know, how much can they fit in one of these things? 9 ounces, that's about what you'd expect. But yeah, these, I mean, they've got that powdery outside. You can taste really that taco seasoning. I think they actually did a pretty good job, pretty identifiable taco flavor. And really not bad. It's a little bit crunchy, but like weirdly also kind of Cheez-It-y. They did a good job. Taste that, man. Yep. Oh man, it's a lot like those Nabisco Zings. Really good. I like these better than Cheez-Its, officially. You know, Cheez-Its, they're kind of oily. I know you don't know, because apparently you don't know any... Ryan knows nothing about Cheez-Its, so anytime I ask him something, then I'm just gonna have to form my own conclusions. But Cheez-Its, since I have had Cheez-Its quite a few times, they're a little bit oily, a little bit greasy, maybe a little bit salty. With these, certainly you get the saltiness, but you don't get the greasiness and the oiliness of the Cheez-Its. It's lighter, it's thinner. I mean, I don't know if you'll even be able to tell. It is a very, very thin piece of cracker. It's longer, you know, it's a bigger surface area, but it's thinner. And I mean, it's got a good taco flavor. What did you think?
Good taco flavor. I was trying to figure out what it reminded me of. Couldn't put my finger on it.
It reminds me of like old El Paso packet, basically.
Yeah.
Not sauce packet, but like the mix packet, you know?
Goes into the taco meat.
Right. So it has that old El Paso flavor, which for me, I mean, that's great. Like I'm totally fine with that. And really, but I think that the star of the show is just the Cheez-It Groove base. I love the texture, I love the consistency, I love that it's not greasy. But first I'm gonna get into the Gimmick Grade. You know, I kind of have to factor in Cheez-It Grooves as part of the gimmick because it's just not really something I put a lot of thought into on a regular basis. But for Cheez-It to say, like, they're going to make another line that's kind of competitive with their major product was a risk. And I think that they did a really good job. The box looks sharp. I think that the loaded cheesy taco, I think that's a really great idea for a flavor. I'll tell you what, last year at Walmart, they had 3 exclusive flavors. It was like, I think it was nachos, pizza, and hamburgers. And they all tasted terrible. They were all disgusting. They were all Cheez-Its, regular Cheez-Its with like powder dust on them and stuff. And I was really scared of these. But the box drew me in. The newest edition is my favorite part because eventually that will be a dated phrase on this box and they literally don't care. Like there's going to be newer editions that are on the shelf right next to this and that's going to be a hilarious inconsistency, but they don't care. So anyway, long story short, Gimmick Grade, I'll give it like a 6. I mean, it's okay. You know, not so bad in terms of the idea. But in terms of the product itself, I'm actually going to grade it quite a bit higher. I'm going to say these are just a really great snack. I think they'd go really well, like to break up the flavor of like a sandwich or a burger, hot dog, something like that. How about a picnic? I think that this is actually really a really great product that they're onto. The loaded cheesy taco flavor is perfect. It's Old El Paso. And I think that's a great nostalgic flavor for those of us that had the most like Yankee version of tacos possible. And so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I'm happy with the product, happy with the results. And these Cheez-It Grooves are something to look out for. So if you haven't tried Cheez-It Grooves, even if you don't try loaded cheesy taco, hey, I would try something and I think you're really gonna like it. So instead of buying crackers, I think that's probably a pretty decent alternative. But really, guys, until next time, I will miss you until I see you. And let me hear about it. Like, look, Ryan's never had Cheez-Its. I've barely had Cheez-It Grooves. Are Cheez-Its like a thing in your house? Like, are they? And what do you think of them? How do you compare? What do you think that, like, are Cheez-It Grooves, are they better? Are they worse than regular Cheez-Its? Are we missing out on anything else that Cheez-It does that are really, really good? Because certainly we would be pretty interested to check it out. So anyway, till next time, I already said it, but I will miss you guys until I see you. And you know I mean it because I said it twice. I'm going to eat these.